Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor. Welcome to my YouTube station. I've been doing this for 52 years. Can you believe it? Yeah. I started at IRS in '73. I've worked at IRS for how long did I work for? 10 years, a decade with IRS. Unbelievable. And I've been in private practice 42 years. And I want to talk to you if you're looking for a tax resolution specialist or an IRS tax relief specialist. You know, what do you do? I want to tell you, I feel bad for you if you're listening to this. There's so much fraud and scams out there. You have no idea who to pick, what to do. I look at some of the marketing that's going on, some of the fraud, some of the lies, some of the deceptions, and you are confused about who to pick. So if you're confused about who to pick, let me break this down for you. By the way, it's in my book. I'm not like plugging my book. See, it says exposing IRS settlement inside the tax resolution industry. I covered that chapter because there's so much crap going inside the tax resolution industry. A lot of big companies think they can make money, and what they do is they get a couple enrolled agents, put them in the back room, they set up an advertising agency, they put up whatever scam articles they want, settle this, settle that, we can reduce penalties, we'll settle your tax debt. All a bunch of crap. Well, some of it's true, about this much is true. So what you have to do is you got to dig deep. You got to dig and find out who really is matched for your case. Now, I have a team built for tax attorneys, criminal, civil, CPAs, former agents. I have everyone on my team. So there's no one group I'm trying to go ahead and steer you to. Of course, you're going to want to hire us. But if you're not, when you look for an IRS tax relief specialist, you want to know what your problem is and who best matches your problem. Here's a for instance. You call me for an IRS audit. I wouldn't work the audit case because I worked in the collection division. We enforce the laws. I'd give those cases like to Ronnie on our team or Herb on their team because they handle audits. Once you identify the problem, you take the person specifically designed to go ahead and handle your problem. Just because they worked at IRS, that doesn't mean they can solve your case. You have to be division specific within IRS. Everyone claims to do everything. Everyone isn't an expert in everything because there's so much going on in every single vertical: criminal, civil, administrative, everything. There's too much going on. Someone needs to specialize within that vertical. So anyway, if you have an IRS problem, you're welcome to call me, but just don't get ripped off by tax relief people that claim to be specialists. Do I think we're unique? I do. Why do you think I'm unique? Well, I've handpicked this team across the industry. I have a large Facebook group called the Tax Mob. I've written a book. I've been on all the news stations. I've never had a complaint in my life filed against me. Anyway, if you're choosing someone, remember, specific problem, that person does that job specifically. Call me anytime. Give me a subscription. I always tell you the truth. Thank you.